Today we are going to discuss Shutter Island, and I have my beautiful husband.
Hello.
So, you said you liked the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What did you like about it?
The movie? I like it because it does that one. It's like been done, but it does it in a different way.
Yeah, the kind of twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I actually like the twist of the movie more than the book, because the book, basically the whole twist is he's just crazy. And then when they kind of like break through and they get him back to sanity and he realizes he killed his wife, and because his wife killed their kids, he the next day regresses, goes right back to being crazy. Whereas in the movie...
Yeah, the movie I like better.
Yeah.
Because you say you like it better, right?
Yeah. Because in the movie, he wakes up the next day and he just pretends that he went back to being crazy. Because he doesn't want to live with the knowledge of he killed his wife and essentially kind of led to his kids dying. Hello, me again. I forgot to mention while we were talking about it, one of the reasons in the book he blames himself so heavily for his wife and his children's death and murder is because he almost denies her medical help. Like, he tells her that she's being weak and she just needs to get over it, and that's kind of his like driving force for feeling so guilty as to why everything happened the way it did. Forgot to mention that, so I just thought I'd clear that up. Whereas in the movie, it doesn't really do that. I think it would have been better if they had, like, on a flashback, he mentions, like, in passing how weak she is or how she just needs to get over it. I think that would have been a great way to tie in what the book did.
You know, he did that. I thought he was just like, I'm sane, but I don't want to live like this.
It's okay. I was so intrigued because I was like, oh, that's so different from what the book did.
Yeah.
Good. So I really enjoyed the movie. I think it's very close to the book, and they really didn't change much. They just took that ending and did something a little different, and I liked it so much better.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
But for the most part, the movie is really close to the book. I would say read the book first. We totally killed the ending, so now it doesn't matter. If you watch this, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you've read the book, go watch the movie. If you've watched the movie, you should read the book.
Yeah.
I think
if you're like a horror or like drama twist type person,
oh, for sure,
this is like a top tier movie to watch.
For sure. I think everyone should watch Shutter Island and read it once, just because I think it's a fun read.
Mm-hmm.
I will say there were some parts in the book that the movie took out, and I kind of see why they did. So, in the movie, when Chuck falls off the cliff, and Teddy goes down, and his body just disappears. In the book, he goes down, and he's like, oh, it was just a big rock.
Which one you like more?
I like the movie. I think it was better that he thought he saw that, and then when he went down, there was nothing there.
Yeah, there's more depth to that.
Yeah. Because, like, the book, it was fine, but then I was like, man, how do you confuse a rock for a guy? The dream sequence was done really well, because in the movie, because in the book, he's going through a ballroom, and it looks close to the mental asylum, whereas I think it seemed like in the movie, he's just in the mental asylum, and it's happening in the mental asylum, but I feel like it was fine, and it was really close to everything. The only difference was Rachel Solando is chasing the kids around. Whereas in the movie, it was more the kids were running around and then his wife had the axe, right?
No, because remember I asked about the movie. I was like, why is there blood? So in his vision, you think it's the wife with the axe, because we never really see it.
Yeah.
And you said no, in the book.
That's right.
It shows that that's how he depicts it.
Right.
But the movie never.
That's right. Because the movie shows an axe,
Yeah, it shows
but
blood.
It never,
or it implies like the wife chopped her up.
Yeah, because it shows an axe and then it shows her bloody.
And then
That's right.
Yeah, and I asked like, why does it do that? And then you say, oh, because in the book, she's actually with an axe going with the kids.
And in the book, it's the Rachel Solando character who's chasing him because he still hasn't made the connection that his wife is Rachel. I will say, even though we've ruined the ending, the book is still worth reading because I went into both knowing how it was, because the person that recommended this book was like, I'm going to ruin it for you, but you should still read it. And I still liked it.
I think the movie, though, even though if you know the twist and everything, it's still a mystery how it turns out, how it's written out.
Oh, for sure.
So even though you know, it still be like a surprise to you.
For
sure. I don't think, because it's been so long, I bet everybody know the twist.
Right? And that's what I'm thinking too. But and like, we had watched the movie together before, but then when we rewatched it, we kind of were like, oh, there's a couple more details that we had missed. Mm-hmm. But
it's well done.
Oh, for sure. Overall, I think this is a great book. I think everyone should read it. It's written well. It's got a fun pace. It's fast enough to get you hooked, where you're like, okay, I got to finish this as quick as possible. I think I finished this in like 4 days, a little under a week. And that's with being super busy. So I think you could easily kill this in a day, maybe 2 max. But it's super fun. The one thing that is so sad, though, is, oh my God, like when you find out what happened to the kids and to his wife, it's so sad. And like in the book, when it's talking about that, it goes into depth. So if you don't really want to read that, I would skim it. But basically, he just acknowledges that the kids probably were terrified, watched the mom doing everything, and had no way to stop it. They were completely helpless. And so it was hard to read that again, because I think I had kind of thrown that out because I was like, no thanks, I don't want to remember that. Whereas in the movie, it kind of goes a little faster and it doesn't really touch on that because it's more about his sorrow and his grief. And he doesn't elaborate on how they must have felt. It's more about him processing it. And I kind of liked that more because you're not like going in and being like, oh, these poor babies, oh my God, this just got worse and it keeps getting worse. So that was my biggest grievance with the book, is it talked too much for me about the death of the babies and what it was like.
Yeah.
But I'm a big softie. Anytime they go over anything, I'm like, anything is too much.
Yeah. I think, the movie, you don't really get any of that. You just get the whole story. They don't really give you too much with backstory.
Right.
Which I think is...
I think it was better because it's depressing. Like, he talks about how the wife tied him up and like had to chase one of them around because he was faster than her. And then like he probably had to haul them all, like she had to haul them all out. And it's like, my God, okay, I get it. But like, stop, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the movie did a great job with it. I liked the part with Noyce, the guy in the cellar who's talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
That he beat up.
Yeah.
Like, that was done so well that it's almost hard to accept that Teddy is actually crazy. Because it makes so much sense for him to not be.
Yeah.
And like, the book does it really good too, but I feel like the movie truly was like, I know what the author's trying to do, and they did a great job with it.
Yeah, because they didn't give you too much at all.
Yeah.
And they played within the rules on how the twist is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a good balance.
Yeah. I think the only other major change is when Teddy and Chuck break into Ward C, the inmate that plays tag. In the movie, it's very different, and Teddy gets really violent with him, and it's supposed to kind of show that he does have violent episodes. Whereas in the book, they literally play tag, and then the guy runs off, and he follows him and he leads him to Noyce. And then once he's done talking with Noyce, the guy comes back and is like, hey, can you trust Chuck? And Noyce had just said, can you trust Chuck?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I've seen Laeddis. I know where he's at. And then he's about to go follow him further because he runs off. And then Chuck is like, hey, I finally found you. Like, what happened? And so I almost like the way they did the movie, but I still think the book was better in the sense of showing you maybe he can't trust everyone. Whereas the movie kind of did that to lay the groundwork for he's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you really trust the narrator?
Yeah.
So it was interesting, that change.
That's good.
Yeah. But like I said, I think everybody should watch the movie, read the book.
Mm-hmm.
It was super good. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No. What would you give out of 10 the book?
Ooh. It's not a full 10. It's
for
not the seller.
For a book.
I definitely think a 9.
A 9 out of 10? That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's with reading it 3 times.
And the movie?
I think the movie gets a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
Just because I think the movie kind of did a little better with what the author was trying to do. But then I think whoever directed the movie didn't like the ending like I didn't and was like, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make it better.
Yeah.
Because I think if they had done the movie ending for the book where he accepts and he's like, I really am crazy, but I don't want to live with the knowledge of what I've done. Oh, the book would have been a 10. If they had just done that, it would have been a 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that's where we stand.
Yeah. What would you rate the movie?
The movie?
Yeah.
For a movie with a twist and everything? For what it is? Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like movies that have tried to copy it haven't done as good.
Because there's movies like it and the twist isn't like well-rounded or there's holes and stuff like this. There's holes in this too, obviously, but yeah, it was well done, I think, because it follows the rules.
Yeah.
If you set the rules on how the twist is like gonna be, like I hate movies that break the rules.
Oh, like Midsommar?
Yeah, they break the rules of what the heck they're going for.
Yeah.
And credibility wise goes out the door. But yeah, this one is a good movie with twists and everything. Yeah. I think more so than what is it? Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
Those are good too. Sense, yeah, it's hard to compare them because they're different twists. Yeah, Shutter Island is a classic.
Oh, for sure. So if you haven't seen it, you're doing something wrong with your life. Go see it.
Yeah, go see it.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Bye.